Welcome to Yorkshireman Models. Today we're going to be unboxing the Airfix 172 Blackburn Buccaneer S.2B Gulf War version. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll read it out. It states there, Operation Granby 1991, the aging Buccaneer was used to designate and later strike various ground targets during the First Gulf War. And you can see there it's in an absolutely fantastic desert camo scheme. You don't get a lot of aircraft in these schemes. They're normally all in your usual stuff, your blues, your greys, them kind of stuff. So anyway, on the side of the box we've got the actual kit itself was tooled in 2019. The decals and the pack design are 2023, and as you can see here, cartograph decals. That's on the side. That's just warnings. Just going to spin this round so you can see this here thingy, and it's got the aircraft designation itself, the two variants, or should I say schemes, but a little bit about the aircraft itself. You get 2 flying hours if you're into that. It's a skill level 3, and just telling you what glows paints you'd probably want if you want to follow the same schemes and build. So we'll get the box open. I'm going to find the end. Oh, it's there, it is. Let me just get my knife because I ain't got it out yet. Sorry about that. Here we go. That's it. There she goes. So we've got quite a decent sized, sorry about that, quite a decent sized bag full of sprues. Really good amount. And we've got as well instructions, and you can see just poking out then, there's your decals. So what I'll do is I'll zoom it in a little bit closer now so that we can see the actual kit itself being built, being unboxed, sorry. Right, let's get the bag open. It's a fully sealed bag, as you can see, which does help, so make sure if any parts come loose they don't disappear. There's definitely a lot of plastic with this kit, that's for sure. Then again, it's a biggish aircraft. So we have got a clear sprue parts in a separate bag, which is nice, so they don't get damaged so easy. We've got one, which is the main parts there. 2 sprues, 3 sprues, 4, 5 and 6, which is some more clear parts there. 2 bags of clear parts, not often you get that. I'm wondering if they've made a mistake here. It's both got same numbers on. I'll just check later, but yeah. So first off, we'll do the sprue that I've got here handy. Just move that because I don't want that and stabbing myself. Right, this first sprue is, oh, where are we? It is here. It's frame D. This is the seats and small details by the looks of it. Looks like cockpit, that kind of stuff. We've got the rest of hook here, those kind of things, and we've got the 2 figures as well. You can see there, that's a very, very nice thing for figures of 172 scale. They look absolutely beautiful, in all honesty. They really do. And the seats as well, they're only small at 172, but you can see there's a lot of detail. You've got them by the looks of it, 3 parts per seat at least. So you've got the internal bit and those there, but you can even see seat belts have been moulded in there. Although they're not going to be much point for them if you're going to have figures, because technically if they're sat in it they should have them on. But yeah, it's very nice. Some really nice crisp detail, no flash whatsoever, which is nice, so you're not messing about. Refueler, pop the thing there, yeah, lovely. Not much on back because it's just the backs of the parts. We have got a wheel here as well. Right, that's frame D. The next one is a frame G, and you can see here we've gotten the pylons, we've gotten one missile there, different type of bomb makeup here, all different types of stuff, pylon stuff here. Looks like there's quite a lot of parts on this that you're going to be able to choose different whatever you'd like. More here as well for bombs. I think that's the other parts of them there. The backs again, because you've got details there for the pylons for both sides, but yeah, looks beautiful. Again, no flash, bit of oil there on that sprue there. I really would recommend washing, well, I'll be washing mine. If you look there, can you see that's very oily, feels extremely oily. So that's the oil that they put in the moulds for when they're making it for the injection, so that it doesn't stick. So definitely needs a wash, this one. Bit of a washing up, I'll just put a bit of washing up liquid in a bowl and just over with a really soft brush and just rub over it all, warm water. I find it fine, and then I'll just shake them off and then leave them to air dry. We've got, looks like the nose on this one, oh, frame B by the way. Got part of the rear for the engines and more other details knocking about. You can see again there is no flash at all on it, which is nice because you're not messing about cleaning up. Looks really well. Can't see any unwanted seam lines from when it's made or anything, so yeah, really impressed with it. It's really nicely done. And this one is, it should be it. This is sprue C, or frame C as they call it. Again, it is a little bit oily, especially on these round parts compared to these. I mean, you can even see, I don't know if but yeah, there's seems to be more, very thin layer. I don't know if you can see it properly on the camera because it's hard to, but it's just a very thin layer of oil on it. I'm not going to complain because cleaning them's not that hard. Got some, it looks like the cockpit tub, more engine, obviously more to do with wings. Looks like the undercarriage sections here for the wheels and that. Yeah, very nice. And the big part now. This one is, where are you? Other way around, that's what. This one's frame A, or sprue A, and we've got the main centre sections here, rear bits for the, and more wing parts there. Wheels, it's a bit of a mix mash all over they've done, but whatever they need to do to get the parts in and right. And you can see there's some extremely nice panel line detail, extremely nice, especially in the sections here. You can see here you've got lots of wiring. It's really been done well. I'm well impressed, I really am. Yeah, it's a very nice kit. Right, we'll have a look at these clear parts. Maybe you're meant to get two, I don't know. Maybe it's for, not for really the canopy, but maybe you get two for these parts here. But anyway, there's no point me opening that one when this one's exactly the same. It's exactly the same, no difference whatsoever. You can see on here we've got the main canopy, some more smaller parts, we've got lights, little bits of stuff all around. Yeah, nice, clear, no blemishes, looks well, really does. Really does. There's probably a little mark there, dusty mark. But yeah, can't see any oil on them or anything, so just let you know. Anyway, we'll get on now to the instructions. Right, first off, let's get those decals out. It's not a very big sheet, is it? But we have got a couple of different well, pictures that go on the side, but obviously it's cost us two variants. Both look really good. We've got a bit of cockpit detail there that's going to be going on, and then obviously your normal ones going around the sides. Put that there like that. Thought there'd be a few more, to be honest. We've got a instruction for the actual decals and for the painting for the colour schemes, and as you can see, that's one version, and that's the second version. We've got one there, the Jolly Roger there, and we have got the Sea Witch there, Debbie, or whatever it's called, Sea Witch Debbie, and the Jolly Roger is, or Miss Jolly Roger, Fiona, Miss Jolly Roger. There. So that's your two decal schemes and everything else there. It's nice when you get another page which is just dedicated purely to the painting and decals. I'm just going to move them out of the way so we can get the instruction manual open. And the instructions, first off, we've got the usual assembly icon instructions at the bottom there. It's just to give you a bit of an idea of what you're doing, whether you're doing it twice, whatever. So we've got them. Making the seats shows you two parts together like that, and the seat goes in as so, and that's obviously the second seat you're making there and there. More of the, as I would call it, the cockpit tub getting put together there, and again here you've got more cockpit tub going together, obviously with the seats in, and it's also showing you now, if you look, where the cockpit decals are going. Nice clear instructions, and it's showing you your parts, specific parts like seats, all of these things, as you can see, for where they're meant to be. I do like that. This one, I'm just going to shift something, sorry about that, there you go. On this one you can see the cockpits together. You can see I tend to put some of these small, sorry about that, I tend to put some of these small parts, like if I can make it to last, like me, his vision thing and stuff like that. One main to remember, adding the weight there, really important, or the plane will just sit on its tail. Yes, I've done it before, I think every single scale model has done. Then we've got some options here for whether you're doing folded wings or you're doing it as normal. Obviously we've got the pylons, it's telling you where to drill for whichever pylons you're having. So you really need to sit and work out what are you going to do before you build it. Are you going to be putting certain things on? What actual ordnance are you sticking on it so that you can make it to that specifically from the start. We've got in the engine parts put in here. You can see it's building up more and more there. And on the next page it's showing you more and more again. Now it's telling you when you're doing it with the wings folded, whatever, but I mean I personally would probably be doing it with flat rather than the wings folded, more like this. It is nice to have the option to do the wings folded as well, because you don't always get that with aircraft from manufacturers. Half the time they want extra to be doing that, saying you want a different kit or different parts. We've got in the wings again, put in on this section. The tail section's again put together and added. Again there for the engines, for the outer covers. You can see we're already up to page 36 here. Moving on. Front nose is getting added. More to do with the engine intakes. The rear part, rear tail again here, as you can see, showing you it all building up. Some sections here showing you two different variants, whether you're having it open or closed. With air brakes open it states. Again, nice to have it. Nice to be able to put that on an aircraft when you're building. So like I say, you've got a lot of options with this. It's a very, very good kit by the looks of it at the moment. We've got obviously I think that's your Bombay, whether you're having it open or closed on it. Just skip on some more, and more smaller parts getting added, pylons that you've already designated which ones you're going to use, and then we get to the undercarriages getting built here and put on. Again, more here, different with the bigger wheels for undercarriage. And going along, and we come to the rear, you've got the the pilots going into the cockpit, getting put in here. A little detailed instruction on how to paint them, colours you need. We've got the canopy going on there, refueling probe, and then you've got the actual, whatever you're doing with missiles, bombs, whatever it is, fuel, external fuel tanks is here on this section. So from 75 to 80 by the looks. Oh, and a bit more on the other side. You've got an 81 and 82 there with it, and then you've got the final one which is 83, but it's more to do with the folded wings. Same with them by the looks of it. But yeah, very simple, easy instructions, and a very simple, I would just say, for the colour diagram and decals. I like it. I like it simple. So, well, I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing, and I hope if you've thought about buying it and it's kind of pushed you towards it now you've seen it, that you'll give me a thumbs up, a thank you for the video. I'd be very grateful. I'd really enjoy that. It makes a massive difference to the channel. You'd be surprised. It's how YouTube start and figure out what people want to watch. But subscribe to my channel, that'd be even better. A great thank you for that if you do. I put up review videos, build videos, tools, how to do stuff, whatever, tips, tricks. I do all the kind of stuff that you can imagine with model building. And as I say, be really grateful if you put up a thumbs up and a subscribe. We'll say at the minute this kit's 30 odd quid. And you do every now and then get it in sales or find it, and every now and then, and if you're lucky you'll get it at 50% off and stuff like that. That's how I bought this one. It's a really good bargain when you look at it. You get a lot of kit for a very cheap price. At 33 quid, is it worth it? Yeah, I think it is personally. I think it's a lovely kit for money. Now, I'm glad I didn't pay 33 quid, but now that I've seen it and I've seen what it's like, I certainly would do. I would certainly buy one at 33. So, up to you whether you wait or you go out and get one if you're after one. But whatever it is, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you around for next time.